Okay, so I promised I'd make a video about this, about how to make these coil wires. Now here is my basic scrap bin of various sizes that I put together to make some of the things that I make. So these are all copper. There's a couple of colored aluminum, but as you can see there's various gauges and sizes of wire. And what's really nice about this, you can either use them like this, or if you want, you can stretch them apart. But what you're going to need to start, as some of the comments said, is some kind of a dowel rod. And I actually use metal, because it's easier to get them off that way. I do have one large dowel that I use, but I think the one that I use the most is this one right here, for most of the tubes that I make. And all this is a large screw, which I actually cut the head off for ease of removal. The smaller one is actually a pull lever from a sink, but the chrome finish makes the copper slide off really nicely. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to get some copper. This is bare copper. Is used for various things, including neutrals. You don't have to get a roll this big. This is probably about $185, so you can probably just get something a lot smaller than that. But you want to cut off a section, and depending on how thick your dowel is or your metal rod is, you'll have to kind of determine on what kind of length you want to have. But we'll go ahead and put that on our drill and bring up our wire. And as I mentioned in my comment, you want to do this slow, otherwise you're probably going to catch your finger. But once you get some practice, you can probably go a lot quicker. So what I do is I actually put a piece of the wire in there, and that keeps it from slipping. Otherwise you'll be having to hold on to it real tight and probably cut up your hand. So you slip that in there and you start going. And you can see there's a few uneven parts in there. You can actually squish it down and hold it and tighten it, and it'll kind of fill those in. I don't usually use these coiled together like this, but you can definitely pull them apart. And you can keep them tight, or you can let it go further apart, however you want to do it. But this is a lot easier than wrapping it by hand, let me tell you that. And the one thing I'm going to warn you about is once you get towards the end, you're going to want to slow down, because no matter how fast or how slow you're going, this piece on the end, it can cut you pretty good. So just be warned. And then you just take that rod off, pull off your wire, and there you go.